were won by a man who will be in this field, a veteran name that's still fighting away, Davis Tarwater.
Ladies and gentlemen, these are your 8 finalists in the men's 200-meter butterfly.
Tarwater won the national championships at this race in 2005 and 2007. He's had those close calls for the Olympic team in the 27, swimming for David Marsh, a highly respected coach in Swim Mag Carolina, still going at it.
Perfect place for him. David has produced so many great Olympians, NCAA champions, 13 times NCAA champion coach, and now he's coaching at Swim Mac, and perfect place for Davis Tarwater.
So in lane 1 for this final will be Michael Flack. He went a personal best this morning, went 1:59.20. In lane 2 is Stanford swimmer from Cincinnati, David Moscow. Lane 3, 19-year-old from the Nashville Aquatic Club, Dakota Hodgson. Lane 4, Thomas Luxinger. 3 Village Swim Club in New York. 3 of those first 4 swimmers went personal best this morning. Here's a national champ as well, Dan Madwid. National champ in 2006 at this. There's Davis Tarwater in lane 6. Told you about his history. Also won a duel in the pool title in 2007 at this distance. Tyler Clary back for another final swim. Tyler Clary comes out of lane 7. Lane 8 will be Mark Dilla, who won the NCAA championship for Florida in 2010 at this, but got disqualified for a bad touch, then came back and won it again this year. Matthew Bartlett, Swim Atlanta, 24-year-old, will be in lane 9. And just finished up at Stanford, Bobby Boyer comes out of lane 10 from Mission Hills, Kansas.
This is your main final, men's 200-meter butterfly.
Well, Madwid was only 17 when he won that. You see Tyler Clary, who was 9th, as you said, world championship, 16 100ths of a second, and boy, he was mad. He was not a happy camper. One of only 2 Americans ranked in the top 10 in the world last year. Obviously, Phelps being the other one. Hasn't snuck into the top 10 this year, just out of the reach. He went 156. Flat at Worlds. 55.3 is the top 10 time this year to get 10th. This is a very important event because
at least the last 5 or 6 years.
The problem with a lot of these guys is there's only one spot open. They only take 2 swimmers to the Olympic Games, and unless something dramatic happens, Michael Phelps has the other spot wrapped up, so everybody's kind of fighting for one spot. And you see that in a lot of events, obviously. I mean, think about the 200 IM with Phelps and Lyon.
Right. And that's why we saw Clary come through, because Phelps has ditched the 400 IM, and Tyler Clary took that spot.
Yeah, and it's very smart because Clary's training a lot more distance-oriented swimming now. He's really training a lot harder, and he kind of sees the handwriting on the wall and knows that he's going to have to really go for that 400 IM where there's a spot open. Phelps not swimming that. Now there's only one open here.
Good out, 55.36 for Madwid. That's below his prelim. He's 55.7.
Good split to get out with Madwid. Clary right up in there. Tarwater, Madwid. Boy, it's bunched up here in the middle. These 3 swimmers right now.
Luxinger in 4. Looks like he might. Yep, Luxinger in the North Carolina cap got to the wall first at the 150. So the race seems to be right there in the middle. Luxinger, Madwid, and Tarwater.
Boy, look at that. You can draw almost a straight line. They're right there. Looks like Madwid had a great turn, though, that 3rd turn.
And Bobby Bollier at the very top, and 10 is surging. Bobby Bollier is going to put a run on here at Madwid. Let's see who gets there first, and it is Bollier that wins. How about that? In lane 10, Bobby Bollier came home the last 50 in 30.02. That was the best last 50. And in his home pool, the former Stanford swimmer wins it. National champion.
Folks, you don't see that every day.
Boy, that was an incredibly well split race for Bobby. 26-3 going out, and then he's basically 30 flat the rest of the way. Unbelievable at the end, though. He kind of came out of, he kind of snuck up on everybody. And with butterfly, it's so hard to see to your right or left. And I know Daniel Madwed could see these guys right in here, but you can't see Beaulier way at the very top. He's completely out of the picture. And he was way behind as well. So, I mean, there's no sense in trying to use your peripheral vision to see way over there. And Beaulier, you could see starting to come up just a little bit more. And by the end of the race, look at him up there at the very top of your screen, put his head down, didn't breathe the last 3 or 4 strokes, and then nails the wall for the win. Unbelievable.
Bobby Beaulier, national champion in the men's 200 fly. Well, we just watched it, Bobby. Where'd you come from in that last 50?
This is just how I practiced. That's actually my training lane. It has been this summer, so just kind of got in the groove.
Could you sense, Bobby, where you were in the race at the 150?
A little bit. I was trying a more patient approach. I usually do better back halving the race at night.
And then what were you thinking that last 5 or 10 meters?
Well, you were talking about how I don't breathe the last few strokes. That's something I've done since I was an age grouper, so that was one of the last things I was thinking about, actually. It was more just chouging to the wall.
And what's it like to do it in your home pool?
It's a lot of fun. Proud to represent the Cardinal here.
And how about in lane 10? That's the other thing we're talking about. Rowdy was mentioning, the guys in the middle may not see you.
Yeah, this morning was kind of a mistake, but thought it was a benefit to be in my training lane. So I just kind of went with the flow.
Well, guess what it's called now? Championship lane.
Yeah. Thank you.
Congratulations, Bobby.
Thank you
Way
very
to
much.
go, Bobby.
Bobby Beaulier winning the national championship in the men's 200 fly and doing it with a great finish from lane 10. Well, some outstanding swims and some wonderful steps forward for some of America's best swimmers tonight here at Stanford in the national championships.